So guys, in this lecture I am going to discuss part 1 of the reading module, that is reading correspondence. And now I am going to teach you like how you should find answers, okay. And once all the lectures are over, okay, like there are 4 parts, so 4 lectures will be there where I am going to discuss things in detail. Once those lectures are over, I am going to take one complete test, okay. And you will get to know what my methodology is when I'm taking test. Right now I'm going to teach you, so I will be slow. And in fact I'm going to do one thing here. The time has already started, so I am going to answer the questions and I am going to explain within this time limit, okay. Because I know I can do it, I had done it many times. And when I take live classes I do the same thing. I take test in front of students, and it's not like I am talking about myself, okay, about my training. But even just after taking one class, okay, reading or listening, students have improved their score by 1 or 2 bands, okay. Students who could not score 9, they started scoring 9 and 10. It has happened with many students, okay. Let's start. So this is a bit awkward to be on the to be honest. Like we have Susie, Peter, Susie, so I am not getting any context. Anyway, let's start by, this one, and then we will see what the statement is actually. Dear Peter, I feel bad. So who is writing? So Susie is writing to Peter, and first of all, always check who is writing, okay? Because you may get some question like Susie and Peter are relative, colleague, neighbor, what. Then what Susie is feeling right now, so you will get that here. I feel bad about not being there for my little brother's big day today. You are finally 16. At last you can learn to drive. You soon will be receiving a package in the mail that will hopefully make up for my absence. I won't ruin the surprise, but it's something to do with the music. I found it during my travels in South America. So maybe they are brother and sister, and see like how they have drafted the sentence at last. Then here you have like comma before but, okay. And during my travels, okay, is many students may write here during my traveling to South America, okay. When I travel to South America, I found it when I traveled to South America. Now they have written I found it during my travels, so as a noun. Now Susie will be back for Peter's birthday. No. Will send Peter. Will Susie send? Yes. Will travel to South America? No. We forgot Peter birthday. So what is the answer here? It's not like she forgot. She was not in that country. She was in South America. Will travel, eliminated, forgot. No, she knew but she was not there, eliminated. Sent Peter, yes, will be back. No, now birthday is over, so that is the first one. Peter, Peter, what are the options? Has had some guitar, is teaching guitar, hopes to play the guitar, got a guitar. Okay, now let's read. Speaking of music, mom and dad said you are getting really good at guitar. Okay, so it means he's learning. I guess those lessons paid off. I always wanted to learn as well, but I was never as passionate about music as you. You will have to teach me some chords when I get back home next month. Okay, so Peter has had, is teaching, no. Hopes to play, no. Got a guitar, no. He is learning, okay. I guess those lessons paid off. And so Peter has had some guitar lessons, okay. So he is learning, that's all. Susie visited the jungle, is traveling, is enjoyed what was short. Now let's read. As for me, traveling has been incredible. I have just spent the past week exploring the Ecuadorian Amazon with local guides. The rainforest grows on you. At first, I found it a bit intimidating with the deadly insects, with the intense weather changes, but soon I started seeing the beauty of it all. Beauty of it all. I could peer under a leaf and come across rainbow color insects, and when looking overhead I could see a flock of beautiful colorful parrots passing by. Okay, So Susie visited the jungle with yes. Is traveling with the friends? No. Enjoy the warm jungle weather? Kind of. Was short during her trip to the was short? No. Susie was not short. Okay. So she visited the jungle. It is mentioned here. Exploring with the local guides. Then what are the remaining questions? Fell instantly in love with the rainforest. Yes, no. At first she had some issue. Enjoyed the rainforest weather, kind of. Delighted in the sounds of rainforest. Began to enjoy the rainforest. So answer is what? So she did not fell instantly. So what she said, like at start it was a bit intimidating, deadly insects. So we can't go with this one. Enjoyed the rainforest weather. So she said, like it was bit intense weather changes. Okay, so I can't go for this one also. And then we have delighted in the sounds of, no, there so far no discussion about that. And then began to enjoy. Yes, she started liking. Susie is now let's read further. So far everything has been great so far, except when I was bitten by a black ant the size of my thumb. Okay, so here it was like was short, so still we can't say was short. Okay, then apparently it's called a bullet ant because being bitten feels like getting shot. Okay, now that's why they have given that option. Still we can't say like she was shot. Okay, and then we have what, it certainly was the worst pain I have ever experienced. Still I took a picture of it anyway, and also one of my swollen arm. I am fine now and ready for more adventures. Susan is packing to return home? No. Enjoying the last part of a trip? Maybe. Flying to the capital city? Not discussed. Exploring the Ecuadorian jungle. Now, what Susie is now exploring? She is already there. Okay, and I'm ready. Am and I'm fine now and ready for more adventure. So means she is still continuing it. So I will go forward, enjoying the last part. Flying to the capital city? No. Return home? No. Exploring the jungle? So she's already exploring, so it's not like now she's what for the last part. Okay, enjoying the last part. In Quito, Susie was surprised by the, I'm currently in Quito, the capital city of Ecuador, and also my final stop. It was only a 20-minute plane ride from the rainforest. The weather is pleasantly different, dry and cool. The people are amazing. Everyone is welcoming and helpful. When I first got here, I did not have a map, so I walked into a store and asked the shop owner where my hostel was. She couldn't really speak English, so she locked her shop and took me all the way there, which was 2 kilometers away. Amazing. If only people were like that back home. Okay. Susie was surprised by the people's goodwill. Yes. Distance to the hotel? No way. Cooler weather. Weather is cool, but she said like pleasantly different. So it's not like she is surprised. Availability of maps? No, this is not there. So means the person closed her shop and took her to the hostel, which was 2 kilometers away. So amazing if only people were like that back home. She is amazed of that person. So people's goodwill. Now the next part. Hey Susie, you are right that I want to visit. I am learning, can drive, I am celebrating. So what is the first one? I can learn to drive. Okay, now because here she said like above, you are 16, you can drive now, learn driving. The trouble is that it's really expensive. Since you will be home soon, I figured out a solution. You can teach me in exchange for the guitar lessons, driving package guitar. So go for guitar. I'm sorry to hear about your experience in the jungle. I just googled the ant. It looks and I read that can be the its bite can be what, can be painful, harmful, harmless. It is insignificant. No, it can be harmful. You may want to see a doctor when you get home. By the way, I wonder if that shopkeeper was just because you were a foreigner, was just trying to show off, why just being friendly. What are the other options? Selling a map? Asking? No. So others not. Do you think she would shut her? Do you think she would shut up her business and dash if you lived in Quito? And show the way, give directions and show the way. She would shut her up and show the way. Yes. she would give directions, and give directions, no, she would show the way. Okay, give the direction, give direction means I can give it from the shop itself. Okay, take a rest, no, find a map, these two are not fit here, they can be eliminated, only first and second, directions, no. So see, I did not panic here, like I am sure I'm not going to finish on time, and I was explaining also. Okay, I read very slowly, so still like it was okay. That's all. I don't know like why students are not able to score 9 bands in their first attempt. I'm really surprised. So if because I give live classes also, so I know one thing: students who are beginner level are many even good speakers. Students who score 11, even 10 in the reading in the speaking module, they sometimes fail here. And see, the thing is, sometimes what is happening, you are reading slow, by the time you are done reading, you will be, I think you will be on question number 6 or 7, so you will panic, okay, time is getting over, then they will start guessing. That is one problem. Second, sometimes students read it fast, and while reading fast they overlook, they overlook few important keywords. That should also not happen. You have to read, okay, like me, bit fast, and you have to understand also. You cannot skim. I have not seen many students good in skimming. Only few students I have seen like they can skim and they can locate answer, where is the keyword for a particular answer. And what is my approach? I here I did not get any question here, but usually what I do, I read all the questions. Okay, when I'm reading, I get little bit idea like what is the question type. So when I'm reading the paragraph, if any keyword is there, let's say now was surprise, so the moment I will read something like amazed, it was surprising, or I did not expect. If I read any word like this, I did not expect it, it was amazing, and then surprisingly, so I will get to know, okay, there was one question where they had this word, so I will again skim all the questions. So I always read questions first, get an idea like what is there in a particular question type. Okay, and then when I'm done with paragraph 1, I go through all the questions. When I'm done with paragraph 2, I go through all the questions. And most of the time I have seen one thing, that when you are getting first answer from this paragraph, I have seen like second will be after it only. I don't think like if fifth answer of fifth question is A, you may get sixth question in the first paragraph. That doesn't happen here. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, but like if someone has complained like that, answers were not in sequence. Usually they are in sequence. Sometimes students don't read the very first sentence. Sometimes they don't read the last sentence of the paragraph. Because of that, they make mistake. Usually when I'm taking tests in front of my students in live classes, I have seen like I always have at least like 2 minutes, and today because I'm recording video, I was very slow, still like I think 20 seconds were there. Okay, and like how slowly I read. Okay, and I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to keep upload this video like this only, so that you feel like some live class was going on. Okay, in fact, when I'm going to take complete test, I'll do the same thing, but there I will be fast. Okay, I won't be slow. Okay, because or I don't like getting less than 32 in any case. So if you are aiming for 32, you have to answer all 11 questions correctly here. You cannot make any mistake here. Worst case, one mistake. That too, if you say like like I did not do good in the exam, it means like you have made one mistake here, or you are not sure about one answer here. Okay, so what is the first part? The first part is your reading correspondence. Someone is writing an email. Based on that email, you have 6 isolated questions. You have to choose the correct option from the drop down menu, and then after that, from question number 7 to your 11, you have the reply to that correspondence. And that for number 8, you may have to refer the this sentence, you may have to refer the last one and the next one. So these questions will be related. They will be, this will be answered to your email. So you have to keep the context of the email in mind. Okay, then only you will be able to answer questions correctly. So 32 means 9 bands, 6 mistakes out of 38. So let's say part 1 11 mistakes, sorry, no mistake, part 2 no mistake, and in part 3 and 4 you can make 2 and 4 mistakes, or 3 and 3. Okay, still like you can score 32 marks, 9 bands. So that's all guys about this reading part 1. Okay, reading correspondence. Now you jump to the next lecture where I'm discussing reading to apply a diagram. So that's all guys, thank you very much.